Cool. Okay, live again. I'm Stretton, and in the last video, we talked about putting classical acoustic strings onto the steel string acoustic guitar. So this was our standard old acoustic guitar, and what we did was take the acoustic guitar strings off and put on classical strings. So it turned out actually not bad. When I finished filming for the last one, I played around with this for like 30 seconds, popped off another couple of pins. Now it's been settled in for a day. I think it's a lot better. The only problem is, because it's a much thinner neck, strings, fat are larger than the strings from the acoustic guitar. It's just a little bit more difficult to put your fingers around. So what I thought today we'd go is the opposite of that, and take a classical guitar. In this case, I've got this 3/4 size guitar, and try putting electric guitar strings on a classical guitar. It's not advised to do this. No one does it. No one advises to do it, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's see what's going on. So I've got my trusty drill. I'm going to take these strings off and we'll just get straight into it. This just saves time on the winding. And I've done this many thousands of times now. Nearly there. And so that's how long it takes to take a set of the classical strings off this acoustic guitar. One had already broken, so there's a bit left stuck in there. I need to clear that out. Now this is actually a 3/4 size guitar that we would generally recommend for kids up to sort of like 7 to 12, something like that. But it's a classical guitar, same as all of them, just a slight bit shorter. And this is how the strings of the classical are tied on. We'll do that because we're going to get rid of these. The last couple. Now this is a totally different experimenting project because you shouldn't be putting electric strings on there. There's more tension. They're like cheese wire, and they're going to like cut and grate through. I don't know whether they're going to be straight on the board. Right. So this is a set of the electric guitar strings. This is one I picked up from the back of the workshop. There we go. Don't worry about this guitar. If I break it, if I rip this off, or if I rip the other end off, it's already broken. This would have been one that we'd sent out in perfect condition, and in transit, it's somehow been thrown across the warehouse and landed all the lorry. It's a shame, but there we go. So with this one, I'm going to try putting on these electric strings. I'm just going to do one first. See how we get on. See if it even holds. Now on the classical strings, you'd put it through and tie it round, but this has got a ball end on the string. That ball end. So I'm going to feed it through and see if I can get it to tape. Okay. Oh. Now we've still got the bridge here, of course, and I'll put that back on. But let's get the first wind on. So, an electric guitar string. This is the 6th string. This would probably be a 0.042 of an inch in diameter. Meant for electric guitars, not acoustics. The drill. There we go. Seems to let's get the bridge back under here. Nothing's exploded. Everything's fine. Right, I'm going to put all the other ones on as well. I've got a nice idea. If we get these on and nothing pops off, this doesn't break, I don't get poked in the eye or anything from the strings. I've got one of the pickups were from the other videos, like a P90 style, and I was wondering how that would sound in this 3/4 guitar with electric strings on. So with the pickup, and I can directly, because I've just soldered on the ends there to the output jack. So we can put a lead into that and see what's going on with this thing. But for now, let's get a couple more strings on. I should have done this Blue Peter style and made one before, but this one. In fact, I'm going to do all the bottom ones at once because it's a bit fiddly. Just please yourselves. Won't be a minute. Also today, as I've been experimenting out doing the live videos on YouTube, each time I've had to try to change the cameras to see what's the best. I've used my phone, used the webcam from my laptop. The other day, the sound was like terrible. So you can hear my voice, but as soon as I tried to make any tone with it, so I'd upgraded the other day and I got a new cam through. With an inbuilt mic, and that was for the last video I did, and still, like, the sound is terrible. So today, this is the first time with proper recording studio microphone, a condenser mic. I don't know whether it'll make a difference, but I'm going to be seeing how I can get this right. Got a stray string here. It's funny because when I did the first videos for the internet, reviewing our guitars in literally 1999, it was with a 1 megapixel webcam, and I was trying to get the videos below 30 seconds because anyone would be totally bored trying to download a full 30-second video because you'd be there for 15 minutes. So it's like say as much as you can, as fast as you can, really quickly, and it was terrible. But much easier nowadays. So I'm just going to start adding tension to the guitar. This is the 5th string. I don't know whether we'll be able to get it up to A without pulling off the bridge or snapping something. Okay, cool. Over tightened a bit. 2. Third one there. This is different because the electric guitar string has so much more tension. Okay, that's 3. Come on, just try both to get the last ones done. Come on. Come on, these are fiddly things. And the reason they would recommend for kids these classical guitars, because they come with the nylon strings, which are easier on the fingers. These for acoustic guitars or for electric guitars, they're like cheese graters. They could be a lot harsher, and that's why they say nylon. Right, I'm just going to leave this last one off for the moment, but let's just see how this is going. I'm just going to use a tuner, Stretton Payne tuner, and this picks up the vibrations from the strings through the wood of the guitar and tells me the notes that we're on. I'm good. That's E. It's not like I've done it before. This is sounding a bit funny. Okay, I think this is just slipping a bit. Okay, so it works. The strings are on there, but it all seems a bit funny. The string length is shorter than you'd get it on the Dreadnought or an acoustic guitar. That means the more you bend the strings, because it's shorter, the more difference it'll make to the tone of the note playing. So it's a bit more. We're nearly done. These ones don't want to play. It's kind of slipping around on the. Got it. There we go. Stable now. Now, let's see how this ridiculous thing goes with the pickup. So if I use this pickup on a normal classical guitar, like the one that we've already done, so this has got the classical nylon strings, 3 nylons for the bottom and the 3 wound for the top. So because this is an electric pickup, over the nylons, it will just not pick up anything. There's no metal in there to make any magnetic connection or anything. The 3 bass ones are copper wound with a silver plating, and they will kind of mess around with the magnetic field and give out a signal. So it's no good for a classical guitar, but what we've done is put the electric guitar strings on this thing. So I should be able to use this. This is why I left off the little string, so it's a bit easier for me to try and fit it in. This is a battle. It's as ridiculous as this is. So we've got the pickup in there. It's already out of tune. Now, for the last thing today, let's just see if there's if I can make some noise. I've still got that first string not attached. Doesn't matter. All we're doing is proof of principle here. How to make a guitar. So I've just plugged that direct into the amplifier. Usually, if we were to make this a permanent feature, I'd punch a hole or drill a hole and mount it in there, and the wire would be inside. So. It's totally working. So that's P19 at 3/4 size Stretton Payne classical acoustic guitar. We've changed the strings over. Nothing's exploded. Nothing's broken yet. I'd like to leave this one and the other one that we put the nylon strings on over the weekend, and I'm going to play around with them and see exactly what happens. I'll report back. This one's more difficult to keep in tune because the string length is shorter. Let's see with a plectrum. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of care to keep this one in tune. There we go. Please subscribe. I'll see you next time. I've got loads of more cool ones to get on with. Thank you. And end.